Well, hello, Scorpio. So this is a general reading. It could be any topic, nothing specific. So this is for Scorpio, June 2023, um, Sun, Moon, Rising. However that works. If one doesn't resonate, look at the other. And we're just going to take a look at the current situation, the past and present, um, negative and positive influences, challenges, what to watch for, what we don't see, advice, um, a future, and an outcome. And I am using Runik Tarot today. So I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles. Let me take a second first. And what do our Scorpions need to know? What do our Scorpios need to know today for June 2023? Okay. What do Scorpios need to know? Scorpios. Okay, current situation. Page of Pentacles, past. The Chariot, present. Six of Cups, negative influences this month. Hermit, positive. King of Wands. Okay, what is the challenge? The Fool. What is hidden? Nine of Wands. What to look for? Knight of Pentacles, future influence. Ace of Wands. Lovely wand energy. I have the Ace of Wands is sitting right next to that King of Wands. I'll show you in a second. Outcome. Wheel and advice. Four of Cups. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So because Page of Pentacles is our current situation, we have Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like there is something that you're working on learning, trying to master, learn more about. It's something you're really pretty focused on because we have Swords and Pentacles. To me, both of those are very focused energies, whereas the Cups are a little bit more, emotional, and the fire signs are all about action. These are both very focused signs. Like the page of Pentacles is gonna figure this out one way or another. That whatever they're learning on, whatever they're working on, whatever their goal is, they will figure it out. And the Sword, she does take a little more action, but the difference would be too, the Sword is going to take um do something that's a little harder, like that, take a bigger, like, go way out above what she's really capable of, but will become capable of it, don't get me wrong. But there's this like feeling of, I've got to do this big huge thing and I'm going to accomplish it no matter what. But she is focused because it is a sword, and so this situation is about something that you are really focused on. Either you're trying to learn something, do something different. Could be looking for a job, could be a relationship, it could be a lot of different things, but whatever it is, you're focused and you're really reining this in too. I think that there is some energy coming up later, and I did want to show you these two cards together. They're side by side in my spread, and it's just like, oh my god, so much fire there. I love it because I love the fire signs. But so that is the current situation. Whatever this reading is about is really something you are really working on. So I do feel like there was some kind of move. So this move could mean literally physical move, like, from one house to another, state to another. It could have been travel kind of sparked this energy, or it could be just like moving in a job, moving, just movement in general. But whatever happened in the past with this movement was quick, like was had a lot of energy behind it. So there was something that really pushed you into doing something different, and it pushed you to go quickly. So it was almost, I feel like in this situation, it was almost like you didn't have a say so, or you did, but not really. Like you had to do, something pushed you, and you were like, okay, I got to do this. And now I'm in a situation where I have to learn how to deal with this. And that's the page mentality. Your present situation now is the Six of Cups. So I do feel like this is an influence of the now that is very, it it's almost making you want the past back. Like whatever happened here and whatever you're working on is hard. And there's this feeling that you just kind of like, why did this change? Why did this happen? I didn't want this to happen. And even if you wanted it to happen, you're just in a point right now where you're kind of you're not regretting, but you're questioning, because probably whatever you were doing before was not necessarily negative. Um, it just was what you were doing. So you are just in a point right now. That's what I feel like. Like you're just kind of looking at the past going, I didn't really want to lose that. I didn't really want to do this. This is hard. And I do feel like it's hard. And I'll tell you, all of these cards that I'm getting tell me that it's hard, especially like your challenge. The negative influence is the Hermit. And I think that's why I kind of feel like it's a move, because I feel like whatever you've done is put you in kind of by yourself, and you kind of feel alone. So that time that you're taking is not feeling good to you right now, and that's why you kind of want the past back. You're in a point where I don't know if I should have done what I did. I'm feeling very alone. There's just something that this Hermit energy is not good for you, honestly. Like you need to figure out how to deal with this. Um, and I'm not even sure, because the advice is interesting, and we'll get there, but yeah, that's a tough one. So I'm not even sure. I will get back to it. So the positive influence is your King of Wands. And whatever this energy is, if it's a person, it is someone that's going to bring you motivation back into your life. It's going to, or that there is something that you're motivated about. But I do feel like this isn't a person coming in that is going to bring some excitement back in, like make you excited about something. Because I feel like the negative is this Hermit, which I feel like this is the total opposite. And this probably has not quite happened yet. I feel like this kind of comes in with that Ace of Wands energy. I think you're going to be pleased, though. I really do. Um, because this is coming in. So there is going to be some, you're going to get out of that Hermit. You're going to get out of that Hermit. So the challenge is the Fool. And that's another thing I'm thinking about. This might be some kind of move, because the challenge is getting started again. It's like, okay, I've got to, this is all about getting started again. Like you're starting something new, and it's hard. What's hard about it right now, though, the challenge to me, the Fool is saying that it's hard to just take the leap of faith. It's like, because I see the Six in the present energy, and I feel like this is kind of losing faith a little bit. The Six of Cups is not a bad card or a negative card. It just tells me in this situation that you're thinking about almost regret, but not really regret. Like, oh, did I really do the right? I guess it is kind of regret, but I don't think it's this huge, overwhelming regret. If you understand what I'm saying, like there's just this piece of you that's like, should I have done this? And this is the challenge: is I took this leap of faith, or should I have? this is hard. Like whatever you're doing is hard work because the pages too in your situations, the page at the bottom of the deck and the page in your current situation, that's young energy, which means that you do have to work hard. You know, young people tend, and I don't know how old you are that you're watching this, but you know, you tend to work harder. And the older you get, it's harder to work hard. Not that we're not like, we don't work hard when we're older, because I do, I work hard, but it's different. So there is this little piece of you that's going, should I have done this? Anyway, and that's your challenge. Like I really have to take and own up to this move and own up to this new beginning because I think it's going to be really important and we'll talk about because the future influence and all of the things. So what you don't see is the 9 of Wands. So even though you're kind of in this where the hermit's getting in your way and you're kind of regretting like, oh, should I have done this? You're almost there. Like you'll start feeling the success here shortly. And I do see that with the future influence being the Ace of Wands. This is the 9 of Wands. You got to get through the 10 of Wands, but then you're going to start over again. So there is a new beginning happening, not too far away, really close. You're almost there. You've done the work. You're doing the work. So whatever this is, I really feel like that full challenge is something you really need to grab hold of. Because with that Ace of Wands coming in as your future influence, there's a lot happening here. And a lot that's going to really motivate you, especially too with this positive energy of the King and having the Ace of Wands as a future. There's something really exciting happening. Whether I feel like that is a person that's going to help you along the way. So, yeah, what you don't see is that you really are almost there. I don't think you realize how close you are. Yeah, will it happen in a month? Probably it's 6 weeks. It's not far off. It's really not. 6 weeks can sound like a long time, but it's really not. Um, and then we have what to watch for and look for is the Knight of Pentacles. So there is some movement happening. There's definitely movement forward into getting where you want to be here with this, whatever it is you're learning with these Page of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So I feel like, but what to watch for is that things are moving. They're just not at that fire energy level yet. They're slower right now. And that's just right now because things take off, man. Things take off. With the Ace of Wands, that's quick energy. So something's coming. It's just a matter of watch for the forward movement, but understand that you need to be patient with it. And I think that that will go a long way today for you, or this month for you. Sorry, not today. Well, I mean, patience is patience. So, outcome is the wheel. And we'll get to the advice in a second. So basically, what all of this is leading to is a brand new time for you. This is going to, I think, because to me, the wheel is all about fated, like where you're going to be where you need to be. And it's a good thing. I mean, I feel really excited because the influence in your future is fire and excitement and motivation and passion and really wonderful good things. So what this wheel what I'm getting at is this wheel is taking you into that. It's a new time, a whole new way for you. Well, I don't know if it's a whole new way for you, but from where you're at right now with this regret, little bit of regret, and because you had this real like quick start and now you're like feeling kind of stuck and so you're kind of going, should I have done this? And yes, you should have, because you're definitely headed in the right direction. I would be careful. Okay, so your advice is the 4 of Cups. And that's why I think, really be careful about getting boredom and being in this hermit mode. Get yourself around people, talk to people, do something that makes you feel like you're kind of coming out of being a hermit. Because there's something that you're keeping to yourself. You're either keeping something to yourself or you're spending a lot of time by yourself. Or you've gone inwards. So you need to kind of come back outwards. The 4 of Cups also reminds us as advice to look for what is being given to us. find that gratitude because there is something there. And I think that as advice too, and what to watch for is the forward movement. There is something coming in and you need to watch for that. Don't let it pass you by as something that you might think is not worth it. That's another thing, because the Four of Cups, sometimes something, we're handed something, but we don't see it because we don't think it's what we want or need. But it is. So really keep an eye on what's being handed to you and what's coming in as a gift. Because that can also be this. Because the Six of Cups can be, a gift from the universe as well. So keep that in mind. I feel like you have, with this wheel being your outcome, you're definitely headed for the right place. But with that advice in mind, don't let things pass you by. It doesn't mean you have to grab everything that comes. It means take a look at everything that's handed to you. If you're offered a job, don't just, that's not the job I want. If someone comes in and wants to date you, go, that's not the man or woman I want. That's not the person I want. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't discard everything right away. Doesn't mean you have to accept everything either, but don't discard it. Look at it, give it a chance. At least, at least visit the idea. It doesn't mean, again, that you have to like date everyone that comes in, or you don't have to accept every job offer that comes in. But look at what comes in and give it a place in your life for a hot second to see if it's going to be worth it. Because when this comes, it's going to come in fast. And you need to have it. You need to hold it, because it'll just right by. That's the one thing about the Ace of Wands. It's a fleeting thing. If you don't grab it, I feel like something's going to happen regardless because of the wheel and the outcome. But I do think, because this isn't an advice, you could miss it. Because this is our advice, the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups to me talks about missing things, missing opportunities. And I think that's what it's saying, is don't miss the opportunity. Really look at what's coming in and grab a hold of it. So, yeah. So Scorpio, there you have it. That is June 2023, Scorpio. God, I love this in the outcome, though. You're headed in the right direction. Keep focused. Talk to people. get out of the hermit mode a little bit as much as you can. So anyway, I hope that resonated. Please let me know if it did. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all of the wonderful things, and take care and have a beautiful day.